Alright, so I guess I'm live. My first ever stream. I don't know if this is. Looks like I have one viewer. Alright, so I guess I'm live. Hello there, one viewer, whoever you are. Maybe it's just me. You won't be looking at the Count Orlok the whole time. In fact, let's. I guess we can just show you what this stream is about, and all with a click of a button. WWE's The Horror Show at Extreme Rules. I've wanted to talk about wrestling for a while. I am a fan of wrestling. I wanted to talk about the last few shows, but I guess I kind of just kept leaving it for too late. But I watched the whole show at Extreme Rules earlier. You know, I watched it. I didn't watch it live because of the COVID pandemic. WWE's been like pre-taping all of the shows, and you know, if they what you have to do for, you know, in this pandemic and to keep the show going on. But you know, maybe don't do it at the expense of your talent. God damn it! Like, let me just get this off my chest right away. I think Vince McMahon is a fucking idiot. I do not respect Vince McMahon in the slightest. Having said that, you know, this is a show that Extreme Rules is kind of Extreme Rules is an annual event. It's been going on since, in one way or another, since 2005 during where it debuted as ECW One Night Stand, and now it's now they basically use it to you have like some more hardcore matches, probably because the product is PG now, which, don't get me wrong, I don't hate. I like that. WWE is putting more emphasis on the safety of the wrestlers. I think that's great. Uh, the best thing would be if they can do it without, you know, without doing so at the expense of the entertainment value. But I don't think a safer product is inherently an inferior product. You know, it all comes down to the booking. So, how was the show booked? Well, I guess I'll talk about it, you know, bit by bit. You know, match by match. I don't imagine this stream will last very long. So, okay. As I talk about these matches, I'll go on over a little bit of the build up to it over the last several shows. Raw and SmackDown. I actually missed last week's SmackDown but you know, shit happens. So anywho, okay, and our opening match. Well, actually, the preliminary match was Kevin Owens. He defeated Buddy Murphy. He defeated Murphy apparently. I didn't know that. Murphy is actually at first I didn't really care about Murphy all that much, but he's kind of grown on me. You know, I don't care so much for the Australian wrestlers. I think I don't think they're given much to work with in terms of characterization. The Iconics make it work. Emma certainly couldn't make it work, but it kind of took a while, but he is making it work. So hopefully we'll get some better. You know, hopefully the Australian wrestlers will be able to make more of an impression. You know, hopefully Vince will stop giving them shit to work with. Hi. Just to reiterate, I do not respect Vince McMahon in the slightest. Okay, now for the actual opening match, which was a tables match for the WWE SmackDown Championship, where Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura defeated the New Day. I don't actually remember this match too much. But I do remember the finish, which had Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro powerbombing Kofi Kingston through like a double-decker table. That was really good. It sounded brutal. It was a really good spot, and I think that it was. And apparently, this is Shinsuke Nakamura's first title reign in WWE. Good for him. I think that it was a little. Took them long enough. God damn. Oh, another thing. Apparently the show. The show was only 2.5 hours long. That's good. That is the perfect length for a wrestling pay-per-view. Like, I don't get. WrestleManias don't need to be 6 hours long. Like, it's Raw. It doesn't even need to be 3 hours long. It's fucking Raw, not the Lord of the Rings. Like not every. You know, I just want to get that out of the way. So, yeah, that's one area where that's one thing that this pay-per-view has going for it. The pace. Everything moves at a pretty good pace. Like nothing lasts too long. Everything come and goes at the perfect. Everything lasts as long as it should. So anyway, after the tables tag title match, we had the Bayley defending her WWE SmackDown Women's Championship against Nikki Cross. Okay, Bayley was always a very talented wrestler. She's actually a really good heel. I think she's a better heel than she was a face. She has this really good arrogance, and I'm pitting her against Nikki Cross, who was basically Bailey, face Bailey, but with less mental stability. I think was I think it makes for some good dynamics, and I guess I don't really have that much to say about that particular match, other than I think it was well executed. Apparently, this a match that was cancelled was MVP and Apollo Crews for the WWE United States Championship. I'm not sure what was going on there. I'm a little disappointed because I think Apollo is something of an underrated talent. But you know what? I think I'm gonna rename my stream. Can you still hear me? Yeah. Okay, looks like. Okay, now the product says what it is on the box. Okay, now we can get to the next match, which is the eye for an eye match between Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio. What's this? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffering. I don't think that matters because like no one is watching it, and like no one is watching the actual stream. At least I don't think so. If you're watching this, please say something so that I know that I'm not talking to myself. I know I'm talking to myself, but also I just sometimes when I record on OBS, my microphone cuts out. Looks like it hasn't cut out yet. But let's anyway, what's next? Where was I? Oh yeah, the eye for an eye match. This match was pretty good. I liked it. It was brutal in the right ways. Rey Mysterio demonstrated that he still got it. Seth Rollins portraying a good heel. Like, Seth Rollins is probably one of the best heels in WWE at the moment. I probably should have made a glass of water before I started the stream. I feel my voice getting away from me. Alright, okay, all the weapons were really were good. It was fun to see. It's fun to see all of that. Okay, I guess I'll talk about the actual finish to the match, which had like Seth Rollins actually take out Rey Mysterio's eye. Of course, we didn't actually. Seth Rollins did not actually take out Rey Mysterio's eye. That'd be way too hardcore. But you know, like they both sold it really well. They like the broken man whose eye was already injured going into the match. You had Seth Rollins kind of probably having a heel realization moment, going, what have I done? Him like fake vomiting after the match. It was pretty entertaining. I liked it. I'm just gonna type hello into the chat. See is forget it. No one's there. Let's see. Next one. Asuka versus Sasha Banks for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, which apparently was the longest match of the night. I can't say that I'm too. I can't say that I'm angry about it because it was a good match. Honestly, I probably expected a little more, but I'm not disappointed. Asuka and Sasha Banks are two of the best. They're probably two of the best wrestlers in WWE at the moment, man or woman. Asuka, I love Asuka. I love everything about her. I love her energy. I love her work. I love her. I love her, like her acting. I guess I love the way she sells. I love how she portrays this like chaos. This just pure force of chaos. And I also love Sasha Banks. She plays a really good heel. She does a really good like an arrogant character. And Sasha Banks, I know that Sasha's been good for a long time. Her matches with Charlotte Flair were some of the best, like some of the best matches I've seen for a long time. Her Hell in a Cell match against Charlotte was also really good, even though I don't remember who won that match, but it doesn't matter, it was awesome. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, and the way it finished, okay, Sasha like going for the mist, but no, Asuka going for the mist, but having Sasha duck out of the way and have Sasha like blind the ref, but then like having Bailey like hit Sasha from behind with the belt, and then putting on the referee's shirt and then counting the 3 count for Sasha, and then Sasha running away with the championship. Like that shouldn't be a legitimate victory, but I think it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Regardless, I think it was fun. I think everybody played their character really well, and I'm very interested to see how this will go on from here. Okay, the next one is the Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler match. I guess I'll talk about this. The Dolph Ziggler versus the Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship match. Okay, I'll talk about the lead up to this match a little bit because I'm going to say some of this stuff for a while. When Drew McIntyre first debuted in WWE like a decade ago, I really liked him. I thought he portrayed an arrogant heel really good. I liked his voice. So it was... I did find it disappointing that he basically became a jobber during the end of his first run, but apparently he was kind of an asshole backstage, and he admits that he needed to be fired to kind of become a better person. So you know what? Fair enough. You're here now. You're a good wrestler. You have a lot of charm and charisma, and I think you make a good. And he's made a good champion. I can say that. I mean, it's better than Brock Lesnar. Like I hated Brock Lesnar as champion. His matches were boring. Lesnar does not give a crap about wrestling, which I wouldn't. Which you know, if you're doing it for the money, you know, that's fine. But at least put on good matches. Brock Lesnar doesn't even do that. So I was very happy that McIntyre won the championship at WrestleMania. I think he's shown himself to be a good champion, and I like him as a face. I also like him as a heel, but I like him as a face as well. Somebody else that I really like is Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler is one of the best wrestlers there is, and I think that he's I like putting him against Dolph Ziggler, and no, I like putting Dolph Ziggler against Drew McIntyre and putting him in the main title scene because Ziggler deserves it. I think I don't know why Ziggler isn't one of the most decorated champions in WWE at the moment. He has like 2 world title reigns. That's insane. So going into this match, I wouldn't have minded if Drew McIntyre dropped the championship to Ziggler. But I also think I wouldn't mind him having a little bit of a longer reign. But regardless, I think that this match was pretty good, and that's because of the stipulation where Drew McIntyre let Dolph Ziggler pick the stipulation, and Ziggler kept it a secret until this show, where he said that the stipulation was I'll just read the Wikipedia article. Whereas it was an extreme rule. It was an Extreme Rules match, but the Extreme Rules stipulation only applied to Ziggler, and McIntyre had to wrestle under normal single match rules. Furthermore, had McIntyre gotten disqualified or counted out, Ziggler would have won the championship. So this was an entertaining match because Ziggler had the obvious advantage. McIntyre had to be smart, and he also had to utilize self-control because there could be like a ton of weapons all over the place. So the temptation is there for McIntyre to accidentally get himself disqualified and drop the championship to Ziggler. This was fun, with Ziggler having the obvious advantage and having McIntyre try and having McIntyre have to be smart. I liked that. And yeah, Ziggler and McIntyre won, which I do enjoy. I think it's a little early to end McIntyre's first world title run, but maybe if they want to keep this rivalry with Ziggler going, I'd like that a lot. Okay, now it's time for the okay, since my voice is getting away from me, I think I'll talk about the final match of the show, which was the Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in the Wyatt Swamp fight. This was not a... This wasn't a match for Braun Strowman's Universal Championship. Is he the Universal Champion? God damn it! I hate the idea of a Universal Championship. I mean, we haven't even colonized the moon yet, and we're gonna declare somebody. We haven't even colonized the moon yet, and WWE is going to declare somebody a Universal Champion. I hate that. Like, unless Strowman eventually has to defend that championship against a Wookiee or ET, the Universal Championship is a dumb idea. Be that as it may, I like Braun Strowman as champion. I think he's done a good job. I even like him as a face. These these really big wrestlers, I enjoy them more as... I think I enjoy them more as faces than as heels, because I feel like who they are as faces is closer to who they are in real life. Because if you read stories about some of these really big wrestlers, apparently they're like Kane and the Big Show and Braun Strowman himself, apparently they're like the nicest people you can ever meet in real life. They're also safe workers now. I don't know for sure that Braun Strowman is a safe worker, but I did type in Braun Strowman injuries or Braun Strowman or injuries caused by Braun Strowman, and I couldn't find anything. So maybe he is safe. I hope he is, because everybody should be a safe worker. That's why I'm glad that Nia Jax hasn't been on TV for a while. She's broken Becky Lynch's nose, and she's like cut open Kylie Sane's head. I think that's just insane. So anyway, and Bray Wyatt. What can be said about Bray Wyatt? I think Bray Wyatt has got to be one of the best creative minds in wrestling at the moment. I think the fact that I think Vince McMahon should just get out of Bray Wyatt's way and just let Bray do whatever he wants with his character. like maybe don't give him like Triple H level of creative control and let him bury talent, but I think Bray is one of the best creative minds. He does really good character work. He's a pretty good wrestler, and I think, you know what, if Bray wasn't a wrestler, I think he'd have a fertile career as a character actor. I really think so. So anyway, this was a cinematic match, which I think that I liked most of them. The best cinematic match, in my opinion, was the Firefly Funhouse match. I think that was perfect. I loved how weird it was. I loved how like man, I that's just that. I loved how weird it was. And also the corporate ladder match, in the Money in the Bank ladder match, that was also really good, even though I didn't like Vince McMahon's cameo. Not just because I think Vince is an idiot, I also think the cameo was just what was the joke? I didn't get it. The Boneyard match. Okay, at first I didn't really like it. But when I watched it again, it was better than I remember. But I think the editing I don't know, I think the editing could have been better. And I don't know, I think at times the set it was filmed on was a little obvious. And also the Street Profits Viking Raiders match from Backlash. I also liked that a lot. I think that the Viking Raiders and Street Profits have really good chemistry. Anyway, my voice is kind of leaving me, so I'll try and wrap this up quickly. Next time I'm getting water with me. Okay, this match was weird, but the perfect kind of weird. Braun Strowman fighting. Braun Strowman getting attacked by a Braun Strowman doppelganger. It was cool to see the Eater of Worlds incarnation of Bray Wyatt. Again, I think that he could have gotten over with that character, but because WWE wouldn't book him properly, he kept getting buried. The thing where Alexa Bliss showed up, where she people think she's Sister Abigail. I have no idea what that's about, but it's interesting, and I can't wait to see where they go with that. And a lot of people seem to have disliked the Wyatt Swamp fight. Those people are wrong. The Wyatt Swamp fight was great. Come at me. So anyway, yeah, the horror show at Extreme Rules was pretty good. I think that a lot of it worked. And my voice is leaving me, so I think that I'll just end the stream here. Thank you for the none of you that watched. Maybe I don't know, maybe this will show up in the algorithm whenever. Thanks.